Well, I've been getting spammed with this. I've been getting absolutely spammed with this. My DMs, my emails, everything are absolutely blowing up with this. And I've had a wee quick look into the situation. Yep, this is absolute nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. So this is the FriendlyJordies situation. FriendlyJordies producer charged with stalking John Barilaro. Hey. Police allege Crystal Lanker twice approached Barilaro, who is also suing Jordan Shanks for defamation, but Lanker's lawyers strenuously denied the police version of the events. A 21-year-old producer for YouTube comedian FriendlyJordies has been charged with allegedly stalking and intimidating the New South Wales Deputy Premier, John Barilaro. And the rough cut I got of the situation is basically this guy is part of the Australian equivalent of the Tories, Republicans for the Yanks. And basically, he's your standard politician. He's a bit of a weapon. He's a bit of a knob. So these guys dunk on him all the time, make fun of him, make memes of him, and point out a lot of the shady, rotten, crappy things that he's been doing. Acting on a complaint from Barilaro, detectives from NSW Police's Fixated Persons Unit, apparently this is the same unit that targets like lone wolf terrorists, arrested Crystal Lanker at his family home in Dulwich Hill on the 4th of June and charged him with 2 offences of stalk or intimidate, intending to cause fear of physical or mental harm. So basically, because these guys make fun of this politician like all the time and they dunk on him and roast him and all that stuff, and I've seen some of the videos they make memes of him, even down to the type of furniture that he buys, and they actually spotted him in one of the furniture shops as well. Like, basically, because of that, this politician actually sent a terrorist unit after these guys to arrest them. Right? A politician basically used the power that they have to arrest 2 YouTube comedians, well, a producer and a YouTube comedian, well, the producer, but not the comedian, not yet, anyway, because they were making fun of him. This is when it comes to freedom of speech. This is the exact stuff that I talk about all the time. It's like, see how you constantly get MPs and everybody all calling you Nazis? They're like calling you Nazi, fascist, racist, blah, blah, blah. Then Anna Soubry, when the crowd called her a Nazi, she managed to get a guy in the crowd arrested for calling her a Nazi. You know, rules for me, but not for thee. I mean, like I said it all the time, the end game of freedom of speech laws is so the government can arrest you. And in this case, this guy's done it because he's salty, because everybody keeps making fun of him. I'm sorry, but I mean, I signed that contract when I became a politician myself. When you become a politician, people are going to make fun of you. That's just what happens. The arrest represents a dramatic escalation in tension between Jordan Shanks' FriendlyJordies YouTube channel and Barilaro, who is suing for defamation over a series of videos accusing him of corruption. Barilaro says the videos are vile and racist. Lanker's lawyers, Xenophon Davis, criticised the arrest and said the use of the Fixated Persons Unit set up to tackle lone actor extremists 3 years after the Lint Cafe siege was shocking. They also alleged that Lanker's mother was assaulted during the arrest and criticised utterly extreme bail conditions prohibiting their client from processing images or caricatures of Barilaro or commenting on his personal appearance or behaviour. So basically they've been given a slap order. Stop making fun of me! Stop making fun of me! These people keep making fun of me! What? How weak? How weak do you need to be? I want a police order so they can't draw cartoons of me. Oh my god. Oh, that's weak. That's pathetic. And as for the FriendlyJordies situation itself, I'm aware of FriendlyJordies. I'm aware of who he is, because when it came to my own case of being arrested for freedom of speech, he had a few things to say.
On politics, while we're talking about the UK in particular, because I know Jordan Peterson was talking about this recently in common law countries where, and I put this in our notes about basically the persecution for crimes of offensiveness. What are you guys thinking around this at the moment? I mean, we haven't had too much here, but over in the UK, obviously there was that court case where he tried to get his dog to do a Nazi salute, and apparently that was a bad thing. And
in Scotland.
Yeah,
I know,
in Scotland.
I felt so bad. But then I saw the guy and he was just such a disgusting, gross-looking man. It was just like, dude, like,
rough.
Just wipe your forehead from its sweat or something. And so, like, I kind of felt, I was just kind of like, well, I'm kind of glad he's getting punished because of how much of a slob he looks.
Well, Friendly Jordies, even though you look like an absolute eckie-munching, coke-snorting dude bro that sexually assaults women every single weekend while you're out your face, but the charges keep getting dropped because daddy's rich, and you look like you've got about as much testosterone as a Subway sandwich, you would make a beautiful transsexual. I'm just saying, it's not too late. You still have freedom of speech just like everybody else. Don't worry, I enjoy a good roast. The criminal allegations relate to 2 encounters Lankar had with Barilaro. The first allegedly occurred at the Macquarie University Politics in the pub event where the Deputy Premier was speaking. Police said Shanks, dressed as the video game character Luigi, approached Barilaro and introduced Lankar as his lawyer, shouting, "Why are you suing us? Why are you suing us?" Right. Clearly a meme. I wouldn't class that as harassment. Like, dressing up as Luigi, this is because Barilaro is... He cooked the meatball because he's Italy. Shanks eventually complied with requests to leave, police said, but Lankar remained, allegedly tussling with several persons in an attempt to get closer to the Honourable Mr. Barilaro. I mean, arresting people for making fun of you is not very honourable, but you know, hey-ho. He was repeating, "Why are you trying to sue us, John? Why are you trying to sue us?" according to court documents. Barilaro later complained to the police. The second incident is alleged to have occurred just hours before Lankar's arrest. Police said Barilaro was returning to his car after the funeral of rugby league immortal Bob Fulton in Sydney when Lankar approached him and began asking Deputy Premier, "Why are you suing my boss?" Barilaro got into his car as Lankar allegedly continued to film and ask questions. Barilaro was then driven away. Oh no. Questions. He asked me questions in public. Oh, questions. I'm a politician and people ask me questions. Oh. Fuck off. Barilaro got into his car and... Oh, I just read that part. The police version is strongly contested by Lankar's lawyers, who said the video of the incident does not appear to accord with the police facts. Police lying about what happened to make the charges sound worse so the charges stick. Lies in the house of God. Say it ain't so. They said their vision showed Lankar not following Barilaro for 200 metres as alleged and did not say, "Deputy Premier, why are you suing my boss?" or call him corrupt. Police said Lankar's actions constituted harassment of Barilaro. They have taken out an apprehended violence order on behalf of the Deputy Premier. The behaviour of the accused, FriendlyJordies, and the public reach of the FriendlyJordies media platform has caused the victim to be constantly anxious and in fear of his and his family's... Police said, shush. Comedians are making fun of you. Right, comedians, I mean, especially in current year, if you read the modern media, you know, I hate to burst your bubble, but comedians are not a domestic terrorist cell. Right, I just want to be clear on that. Due to the public reach of... Just read that as well. Xenophon Davis' partner, Mark Davis, said he believed a warrant had also been issued for Shanks, and he may be in danger of imminent arrest. I would not be surprised. Davis condemned police actions during the arrest, saying officers pushed Lankar's mother and injured his girlfriend, leaving them injured and traumatised. Footage of the arrest captured by Lankar's family, the video is on FriendlyJordies' channel, you can see it there, appears to show the 21-year-old attempting to pass his mobile to his mother as police prepare to lead him away from the home. There is a commotion, the vision is obscured, and screams of "Oh my God" and "Jesus Christ" can be heard before a police officer says, "They're giving away evidence and trying to run away with it. Don't run off with the evidence, okay?" A woman's voice is then heard saying, "You hurt a 51-year-old woman, you knocked me over." The police officer says he tripped over, prompting the woman to respond, "No, you didn't. You pushed me down. You assaulted me. You assaulted me." The police officer tripped. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. That's the police equivalent of "that baggie's not mine." The officer said, "Geez, I keep reading the same parts again." It is believed Lankar's mother will make a complaint about the incident. Yeah, good luck with that. The police, we've investigated ourselves and have established that we did nothing wrong. Davis said the timing of the arrest, so soon after defamation proceedings were commenced, was alarming. The Guardian approached Barilaro's office and NSW police for comment on Sunday night. NSW police confirmed it had arrested a 21-year-old man on the 4th of June at Dulwich Hill. He was taken to Newton Police Station and charged with stalking, a spokeswoman said. Police will allege the offences occurred at Macquarie University on Monday the 19th of April, and it took you this long to arrest him. And on Friday the 4th of June, he was granted strict conditional bail to appear at Newton local court on the 24th of June. Police did not comment on the allegation of assault, and Barilaro's office did not respond. I mean, this is every politician's wet dream, like, to be able to use the police to go after people that criticise and make fun of them. So every politician's wet dream. I mean, this is the ultimate. This is the final station, the end of the line in this journey of hate crime laws that we're going down. It's the intended destination where you're not allowed to make fun of or criticise people in government. And you know, I've only sort of read the gist of all the things that Barilaro's done, and yeah, he deserves it. Yeah, he deserves all this. Everybody making fun of him and roasting him and dunking on him and all that stuff. But arresting comedians and stuff for making jokes about you and pranking you and stuff like that, nah, absolute scumbag, complete bloody scumbag. Aye, Australia has been a wee bit dodgy for quite a wee while. It has. But, you know, these guys should be immediately released and have these charges dropped. Like, the Luigi thing, I mean, gee, I felt threatened. I felt threatened for my life. He came up to me dressed as Luigi. Listen, it's like blatantly a prank. It's blatantly a prank, right? He came up to you dressed as Luigi. Like, if they came up to you dressed as all the Mario characters going like that, wahoo! Wah! Any of that shit. Oh my god, police! Oh, so weak. Jesus Christ. But yeah, like more's going to be coming out about this as the story unfolds, and you know, even though FriendlyJordies obviously doesn't like me very much, he has freedom of speech just like everyone else, especially when it comes to making fun of politicians. That's I would argue that's probably the most important part of freedom of speech. Making fun of politicians, and I'm watching all of this, and I am just praying that Hamza Yusuf does not get the same idea. Given the way Hamza Yusuf is, I am amazed that Hamza Yusuf hasn't had me arrested yet over some nonsense bullshit. Although maybe it's because he lost his job as Justice Minister and he's now the Health Minister. I wonder why he lost his job as Justice Minister. It must have had nothing to do with the fact that he passed a law that made Scotland the most authoritarian part of the UK, second only to Belarus. Maybe it had something to do with that. Who knows? But I'm happy he's not Justice Minister anymore, because then it'll be a lot harder for him to get me arrested for making fun of him and his absolutely awful, diabolical and authoritarian political career. But in this instance, like, being arrested for making fun of politicians, that is terrifying. It is terrifying. Like, making fun of politicians... I can say this with all certainty of it being true, even though I've not looked into it. Everyone makes fun of politicians. Everyone, every single person, everybody watching this video right now, you make fun of politicians. Everybody does. And it's fun, and it's brilliant, and it's great, and it's part of freedom of speech, and it should be protected at all cost. Release my guys, drop the charges. This is bullshit.